Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to IFA's 60 minutes webinar. And we'll start in next 2 minutes. Let's just wait for a few more participants to join. And then after that, we'll immediately start. Just confirm me one thing that, am I audible or not? Great. Thank you so much, Rizwan. Thank you. So I'm really hopeful that you guys are going to have the weekend is around and you guys must have some plans. I won't take much of your time. It will be definitely a very short and I'll keep it very crisp again. Yeah, true. That's true. That's true, Ridwan. It's already a weekend in Pakistan, even in UAE, of course. So we will wait 2 more minutes and then we will start. Hi, Alauddin. How are you? Thank you so much for joining our session. Absolutely, Rizwan. It's really wonderful to talk about this kind of topics, and over the period of I can see in last 5 to 6 years at least, the sustainability has become a very hot topic, and we felt that we should start talking about these things as well, not just the accounting part of it, but our members should be trained on this part as well. So we have really felt that need, and especially when IFA is more focused on SMEs side, and it is of course important that we sort of support our members to understand the sustainability needs and what is what kind of things are going around, how it should be, and what we really need to focus on. So it is definitely going to be a series of webinars. We just to give you guys a small update related to our upcoming seminars and webinars. I'm talking about especially from the point of view of UAE. Of course, any other member from around the world can join these webinars. So in the month of April, we're going to have two webinars. One will be with a very renowned, life coach. That lady is well versed, worked with almost like 20 years with different companies and very renowned companies. And that webinar is about the mental health and why we need to focus on the mental health and the issues, the focus areas, and all that stuff. So I'll be hosting that webinar with that lady. And then there is another one, which is about the Mr. Khalid Diab will host that event, webinar. And that would be related to the how the professional accountants like us, chartered accountants, IFA members, and any other accounting member or professional, how we can contribute towards the community and how we can sort of contribute towards building the community in the best possible way. So that would be related to that. And then after that, in the month of May, we're going to have a whole series of podcasts, and we've just finalizing the dates and of those events. And that podcast series will be again related to different topics. The first topic we have selected is the business analysis. And the second topic we've selected is international financial reporting standards. So a couple of them we'll select, and of course the dates and everything and the links to register those for those podcasts and webinars will be shared via IFA. All right, so I'm going to start our presentation for today. So just a brief introduction about myself. My name is Saqib Iqbal. I'm a chartered accountant and I'm running my own practice in Dubai. I'm the regional director for IFA, and I'm been working with IFA, and so my focus is to support the local members, and in the best possible way, of course, connecting with the members, understanding their issues, and supporting them in the right way. Now, today's topic is SMEs and sustainability. Of course, it is again, without any doubt, sustainability is a very important topic, and we really need to understand the needs in terms of sustainability and how we can implement it. So my first part, so you guys have to be very responsive. There are a couple of questions I've added in the slides, and it's important that you guys respond to my questions quickly. I'll keep it very short and crisp as always. I really don't want to waste waste your time. It's not going to waste, of course, it's an investment, of course, I understand that. But anyways, so let's talk about sustainability. What sustainability is. Sustainability actually refers to the ability of someone to, for something to maintain, to retain for a long period of over time. So in terms of business, in terms of corporate structures, it is all about the policies. It is all about determining the consumption of the physical and natural resources and the impact of that consumption over the environment. So this is called the sustainability. Now, what SME, of course, stands for, it's very important, because if you look at the overall participation of SMEs, SME sector comprise of 95% of, even more than 95% around the world in terms of number of companies, people working with SME sector is very high. And it is very, very important that we need to, start establishing this thing that SMEs has to take step forward to understand the sustainability concept, and they have to implement within their own structures. So SME stands for a small to medium-sized enterprise, a business with revenues, assets, or number of employees that falls below a certain level. So of course, that is the SME. Now, what are the basic types? Of course, it's a very straightforward thing, I understand. And there are professional accounting firms. There are small to medium-sized firms, larger firms, academia, organizations. So now my question to you guys is, where do you guys actually work? Just write a very straightforward answer in the chat box. I really need to understand where my participants for today's webinar actually work. What is your background? What kind of company you work with? Right. So Rizwan worked with the leading microfinance bank. Sorry. Okay, that's great. Who else can answer? So you are the head of planning reporting. That's great. Good to know. Other people can please write the questions, answer to this question, please. Which industry you guys work with? Thank you so much, Bilal. So yeah, again, if you are into your own practice, again, you are part of SME. Great. Who else works with SME? Any other person can answer, please. All right. So you work online. Okay. So I understand you might be working as a freelancer. Okay. So you work with online businesses, of course. So those are mostly your clients, like eBay and all that, Amazon. Understood. That's great. So Mike, why I've asked this question, have you ever faced, or have you ever gone through the overall the practices within the SME sector? Are there national resources being wasted around? You can see, right? Are there some extra papers we use, some extra electricity we consume, some extra resources which we overall consume within our journal, the way of working? Have you guys seen that? That's true. That's really true, Rizwan. Of course, we need to focus on those areas. So that is why I've been asking about why I've asked this question about the the companies you guys work with. Now, if I just go to the next slide, so you will start understanding why I was asking actually, why the SMEs are important. So I already told you that it represents almost 90% or more than 90% or 95% approximately of the businesses. And the overall 50% of employment is worldwide. The 50% employment is with the SME sector. And they are the key players in creating more jobs. They are the key players in the global economic development. They are the key players in contributing in the GDP growth, especially in the emerging economies. Now, I have a question for you guys, and I really want everybody to, please answer this. Just guess it. So, which country has the most SMEs? You have 5 options on your screen. One is Japan, second is UAE, third is Sweden, then Indonesia, and the last one is India. Which country has the most SMEs? Small and medium-sized enterprises. Which country has the most? Great. So we have the first question. China. You need to select from these 5 options. don't go for any other option, please. Oh, it's not there on the list. All right, India. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else? Any other person who can please answer? Which country has the most SMEs? Okay, so we have received 2 answers. One is China and the other one is India, which is not correct actually. Now, the right answer is Indonesia. It has 195 or slightly more than 195 SMEs per 1,000 people. It has 195 SMEs approximately per 1,000 people. And that is why this is on the top. Now, I need to understand one thing, which of course, we really want to discuss this important topic. SMEs, of course, in terms of, they always struggled in understanding the concept of sustainability. And what are the limitations where SME sector do not perform, or they do not create some sort of policies, they do not create some sort of structures, they do not create some SOPs to focus on the sustainability. So there are a few things which I really want to share with you. So the first thing is, of course, which is very important, that there is, of course, lack of awareness among the employees about the importance of sustainability. If you're working with an organization, so there is some self-responsibility and some ethical, responsibility of every other employee who works within an organization to be aware, to learn about the sustainability concept. Now, if there is a lack of awareness within the employees, so of course there is also lack of awareness within the owners or within the partners or shareholders of the business as well. And they really can't understand the overall benefits of sustainability. They really can't understand the the overall opportunities they can develop through by focusing on the sustainability concept. Now, there is another issue, or we can call it a limitation actually, and there is no such accessibility or to the affordable financial resources. Why this is important? Can someone please answer if who really wants to jump in this, and if he can explain that why having the affordable financial resources can help the companies, especially SMEs, to focus on the sustainability. Can someone please answer to this question? Guys, let's participate. Just don't just keep this session as a class session. No, it should not be like that. I really want you guys to interact. I really want you guys to answer the questions. Please. Okay, please, someone can. Should I just pick the names? I think I think I should go and pick the names now. Okay, so let's see whom we can ask the question. Right. So we have Robert joined us. Robert, can you please answer that why having the accessibility to affordable finances or affordable financial resources can help the SME sector to focus on more on the sustainability side? Can you please answer? Any other person? So we received first answer. Absolutely. That's Rizwan. Rizwan has said that all businesses are supposed to be improving financial position. Of course, they have to always. This is why every business exists, to improve the financial condition, improve the financial background of every other company, the employees, whoever the stakeholders are there attached to that organization. But yeah, there's another message I can see. Absolutely, that is another part. I really understand that. I agree with your point that having the affordable finances can definitely support. But my whole concept, or what I really want you guys to focus on, that if you go around and you can see that within the private banking or overall structure of the banking or the financial institutions or investment bankers or the private investors, so the overall financial streams or the availability of the financial resources is not that cheap. It is not that affordable. Now, it does not give the organization some sort of a margin to focus on these kind of things, like sustainability, of course, is one of them. And all the time, they are either they are not cash rich, they are not. There are some cash crunches, there are some limitation to their cash flows, there are some issues with the cash flows, and they're always struggling. So they really can't actually focus on these kind of things, and they think due to lack of awareness that these kind of concepts like sustainability or ethical structures or ethics or policies or SOPs, they think that these will limit themselves in terms of focusing on their operations and achieving their goals. So if they have the availability of the cheap financial resources, so they can have some margins to play around, and they can easily sort of invest in terms of sustainability. I can give you a couple of examples actually here. So I have personally seen there are companies within the UAE, those who have been working very hard to towards this sustainability concept, but unfortunately those are not, of course, from SMEs. So what they have recently, I've seen, there was one example, those people had on their site, they had thousands of lights. So they've come up with the idea of changing those lights to LED lights with the less consumption of electricity. And when they had calculated their the return of the investment, that was around 10 years. So in next 10 years, if they invest today, so they will receive the return from the saving of the electricity in next 10 years. Now, these kind of steps, of course, I understand the corporate structures or the corporate organizations or NMCs kind of companies they do have that kind of resources to invest, but SMEs do not have those kind of resources to invest. And this is why they do not focus on sustainability concept. So the next part is, of course, the lack of or inadequate and inefficient skills management, management developed practices. And of course, the last one is the lack of information how to implement sustainability. SME structures are mostly run by those kind of businessmen who are traditional businessmen, and they really don't want to focus on these kind of things, and they really don't want to hire someone to focus on this one particular part. They do not want to hire consultants. They do not want to get third party help on these kind of things, and that is the reason they do not develop the skills within the management. They do not focus on developing the skills within the employees, within their overall management structure, which can easily focus on the sustainability concept. So these were few of the overall limitations which we can see that within the SMEs. That is why they can't focus on sustainability. So guys, I really want you guys to focus on these couple of things whenever you guys go to maybe to you go into a discussion with your bosses, with your senior management, board of directors, and if you are going to have that kind of discussion which is related to sustainability concept, so you guys can easily see that what kind of opportunities. So this slide is of course about, if I go back and I can just highlight this again. So these are going to be the areas of opportunities which sustainability can offer to SMEs. So the best one, of course, is the cost saving, and how we can save cost, how we can improve our resources, how we can improve our margins, how we can improve our net profits by focusing on sustainability. Is that there are so many different kind of initiatives which you can easily focus on within your organization, within your operations, within your legal structures, within your maybe just go back and see the kind of value chain you guys have, what kind of resources you actually put in, and what are the processes. If you start focusing on very small processes within your organization, whether you are from a trading company, whether you are from service industry or manufacturing, or you are just a supplier, or to maybe you're working as a B2B. So you can easily start focusing on one by one on your processes, and then you can start taking decisions to implement sustainability concept, and you can easily start saving your resources within the organization. Those could be water and electricity, energy efficient initiatives you can take, just like the one which I highlighted recently, that a company I've seen actually personally, and they have started to think about that they really have to invest in this kind of initiative that will give them the overall return in next 10 years. But of course, that would require some huge investment to do that. Then there is recycling concepts. There are so many different kind of organizations which really can focus on these kind of initiatives where they can have the recycling concept. Maybe they can save some of the amount from there. Maybe the bottling industry, packaging industry, all that kind of stuff. And then they can easily streamline their resources. They can easily streamline their operations, and they can easily increase or boost their profitability within the organization. So this is the one part of the opportunity, but there are so many other opportunities which you can get. There is the value creation. If your consumers are well educated about the sustainability, or you actually educate your consumers or your customers that, look, we are not just another supplier of this particular product. We are not just another organization. We actually focus on sustainability, and we really actually help developing the skills within the organization. We really help our employees to focus more on sustainability concept. So in that case, your consumers will definitely value your product. They will value your company more than your competitors. So you can easily create the brand awareness about these kind of things which you take. So you can easily create awareness about your initiatives. Then of course, if you focus on the investment part, SMEs can really take benefit about getting the investments, and how they can do that if they really can demonstrate their commitment towards the sustainability. So they can easily get new investors who really support these kind of initiatives. Then of course, there are so many employees, a talent you can develop, you can bring on board from outside to your organization by telling them, look, we are this kind of organization who really try to save resources. We try to understand, we try to discuss, we try to create new SOPs related to saving of our resources and sustainability. Then there's a very, very important concept, and I really want you guys to focus on this thing, which is resilience and innovation. If you guys actually focus on sustainability and you really try to explain these concepts to your senior management, so what you can really do is, of course, you can create, by of course focusing on sustainability, give you an opportunity of creating more resources. You can create, you can start focusing on the innovation part whenever you are focusing on the process side. So you will definitely see that coming to your side, that if you focus on one improvement or improving your one resource process, of course, within the operation, so you will start seeing that the new picture. You will try to bring new concepts within the organization to save resources. So that kind of innovation can definitely help your organization to grow in terms of financials, in terms of brand awareness, in terms of profitability and all that. So what kind of advantages some SMEs can get? I can see Rizwan been highlighting this thing, improvement in efficiency. So can you guys answer me again one more time? I'm just going to throw another question to your side. So what is efficiency, by the way? Can someone please reply to this question? What is efficiency? Someone can please answer. What is efficiency? Efficiency. Okay. Yeah, I have increasing the return on a resource. Yeah, we can say that. Capability, of course, that we also can say that, of course. But have you guys ever seen there's a concept of 3 E's? So there are 3 E's. One is efficiency, the second one is effectiveness, and the third one is economy. So there is a concept of 3 E's concept, which is very important concept. So doing something, or in the best possible, of course, in a better way, in the best possible way, but doing it in the less time is called efficiency. Doing that thing with less resources, doing that thing in within the less time is called efficiency. So if you start focusing on the sustainability, so you can easily improve in so many different areas, in so many different processes within the value chain of your business, whether it is input, process, output, marketing and sale, or after sales service, any specific part of your value chain of your business, you can improve the efficiency. You will definitely have more benefits in terms of efficiency through sustainability. So of course there'll be definitely reduced cost and increased productivity. There have been so many different proven studies. I really don't want to show you those studies right now, but there are definitely a lot of proven studies, research being done. People have gone through hundreds of different companies where they have implemented these kind of strategies, and sustainability really helped them to improve the productivity. It has really helped them to reduce the overall product cost. And I've already highlighted this thing that you can easily create differentiation between your company and your competitor. And you really can use this differentiation in terms of positioning of your company in the market. And you can highlight these initiatives, and you can easily increase the sales. You can easily increase the revenue by highlighting it and targeting the consumer. Now, these are, of course, there'll be like positive cash flows, improved financial and investment opportunities. It will definitely help you a lot. So I have a question again for you. So, in your opinion, what steps SME should have to take to increase and avail opportunities? It's really important. Please answer this question. In your opinion, what steps SMEs should have to take to increase and avail opportunities? Please answer this. Guys, please answer this question. So what do you suggest that SMEs should do in terms of availing these kind of opportunities in terms of sustainability? We have the first answer. So first of all, Rizwan actually said that they need to focus on increase in knowledge of what affects the operations business processes. Excellent. It's a really important area. Khaja, thank you so much for answering. So you're saying the innovation and performance has to be focused. Absolutely. It is also very important that if they're more focused on innovation, increasing the efficiency and their performance within the organization, definitely that can help them in availing these kind of opportunities. Anyone else? Can I get one more reply, please? Can I get one more reply, please? All right. So I understand you guys, conceptually, you guys understand all these things, but so these are the steps I'm going to highlight what SMEs can follow to increase and easily they can achieve and avail these kind of opportunities within the organization. Some of them have already been highlighted by a couple of my fellow members. You've already highlighted these. So the first one is the research. Research is the far most important thing. If you really want to follow the sustainability concept, you have to keep doing the research. You really have to go in depth to understand the overall concept of sustainability. And you have to keep doing the research in terms of improving your processes. You have to keep doing research in terms of re-engineering your processes within the organization, within your value chain of your business. So you need to connect with the needs as well. You have to innovate. You have to set long-term vision about the overall organization, about the beliefs within the organization, about towards the sustainability. You have to bring integrity to the processes. You have to collaborate with the other organizations, other people around you who really believe in the sustainability concept and they do have experience in doing all these things. And then you have to promote the diversity. If you guys sort of focus on, or the SME sector can focus on these things, they really can easily avail the opportunities in terms of sustainability. Now, coming back to UAE, it's the best example around us, how UAE has positioned itself in terms of sustainability, and really they have proven themselves. How many guys, I'll just come to that point later, but now, have you guys seen this? There is one plan being followed by UAE, which is 2071 plan, where the overall UAE will mark their 100th anniversary. You guys have some knowledge about that? So what that plan is, you need to understand this. So what UAE has achieved in terms of sustainability in the recent years, according to 2018 SDG index and dashboards, the reports being generated, UAE ranks 60th among 156 countries, where they have improved 17 ranks in 1 year. literally in 1 year, they have increased from one step to 17 ranks. Now, why I can really bring you guys to this point. How many people of you have visited Expo? How many of you have visited Expo? Expo 2020 in Dubai. How many of you? Anyone? Any one of you have visited Expo 2020 recently in Dubai? Or no one? Can someone please answer? Okay. Anyone else? So the best part of Expo 2020 is that, and I really loved this thing, they have different areas or sections within the Expo 2020. And one of them is Sustainability Pavilion. One of them is called Sustainability Pavilion. The other one is called Opportunity Pavilion. Then the third one is called World Pavilion. Now, they really have focused on this thing. And that is why they have allocated one whole area and they have called it or named it as Sustainability Pavilion. So now, what really being focused there is, so there are three, pavilions: one, opportunity, mobility, and sustainability. So it has really helped everyone around or living in UAE to understand the importance of sustainability in trying to save the resources by utilizing the resources in the best possible way. Less utilization of water, consuming of the water, including air moisture collection, recycling the gray and black water, and capturing air conditioning condensation. Of course, so all these kind of initiatives being taken by the government there, and it's the best example. So I'm going to tell you which one is the most sustainable company in 2022. So according to the report being published by the Corporate Knights in January 2022, so Vestas was named as the most sustainable company in the world in the 18th annual Global 100 ranking being published by the Corporate Knights. Now, guys, again, one more time, I'm going to throw another question towards you. So what is the biggest problem world is facing with sustainability? I'm not talking about SME. I'm not talking about the corporate structure or NMCs or multinational companies. No, I'm talking about the world at large. What is the biggest difficulty they are facing right now with sustainability? There are four options. You have lack of money, lack of resources, climate change, lack of skills. What is that? So which one? Absolutely, Javed. Thank you so much for answering. So climate change is one of them. Of course, it is. It is. Anyone else can please answer or highlight, please. Please participate, guys. Let's participate. All right. So, of course, the lack of resources is also there. The lack of skills is also there. The climate change, the lack of availability of the resources, the financial resources is also one of them. So all these can be the answer to this question. Now, one of them is, or the biggest one is, the climate change. This is the biggest environmental problem which humanity is facing currently, or we will definitely face over the next decade. So there are going to be big environmental changes or big climate changes. So as a professional accountant, I'm pretty much sure that most of you are from IFAs, part of IFA, of course, or any other accounting body. So as a professional accountant, what do you think that you can support your SME clients, or maybe the companies you work with, to attain sustainability, and they can easily avail the opportunities? You need to start thinking about this question now. The role of professional accountants like myself or any other accountant being working in the industry, or they are doing their they have their own practices, so they can play a vital role in driving this sustainability movement. They can definitely support this kind of movement. How they can do that? There are so many different ways they can start focusing on. We have, being an accountant, we have so many different and important skills which definitely businesses require. And we are the trusted advisors. Frankly, we are the ones who highlight all the financial problems. We are the ones who can, and I really love our role, actually, frankly. This accountancy profession is the only department, is the only profession which looks after not only the financial side of the business, but we also focus on the non-financial side. Can you just name one accountant who really can't actually, if he doesn't want to focus on the operations, and he can be a successful accountant? No, he can't be. First, every time you have to understand the operations of your client. You have to understand the operations of your employer. And then after that, you can link it with your financial side, or you can link it to your accounting side of it. So we are the best, we are in the best position to highlight, we are the best guys to highlight these areas, and we can, guide our clients. We can start guiding our clients. We can start guiding our management. We can start suggesting our management to more focus, or to increase the focus towards the sustainability concept. So that is why we are the best thing. We are the ones who can do some wonders in terms of sustainability, of course. So the conclusion slide, the last one: SMEs, business sustainability can be implemented through the use of human resources capacity, of course, business diversification, and the productivity and effectiveness. And we can, of course, plan some, efficient financial performance. Thank you so much, guys, for joining this session. I'll, leave this to your side now. If you guys have any questions, so please feel free to ask me. I'm still available here, and I can give you like 5 to 10 minutes. We have 5 more minutes to close the session. And before doing that, I'll be more than happy to answer the questions. If anyone has any question, please ask, whether it is related to this, presentation or webinar, or we can talk about IFA as well. If you really have any sort of question, please shoot up. So as I was mentioning this, the start of our session, so there are going to be 2 sessions in, okay, yeah. So I have one key areas of us being in large organization. It's our responsibility to uplift the efficiencies of this. Of course it is, of course. And the way the organization you work with, Rizwan, of course, I understand you must be working with so many different SMEs. You are into a business of microfinance, and you are part of the planning department. So you need to really, you can also be a starting point from where you can increase the focus of your organization to sustainability, or you can go to your organization management or higher management, and maybe you can suggest a couple of things which they can introduce within their clients. Absolutely, yeah, great, of course. So guys, there are going to be 2 more sessions in the month of April within the Ramadan. And now those 2 sessions will be, one will be about the mental health, and the other one is going to be about how accountants or professionals like us can contribute in building the community. In the month of May, we are going to start our podcast series. In fact, we are going to start 2 different podcast series. The one of them will be on the corporate tax, in UAE, and the continuous updates you're going to get till the time we have it implemented. And and the other one is about, there are going to be 6 sessions in 6 months, and that series will be about different topics. The first one is going to be the importance of business analysis, and we are going to have fantastic speakers there, and I would really want you guys to attend that. Please spread the word, and please keep an eye on the emails from IFA. And if you guys really need some help, please let me know. And one more time, I have you have my email address, you have my company's address available here, so you can always be more than welcome to write an email and connect with me. I can write my mobile number if you really want to, if somebody wants. So please text me, and I'll give him my mobile number as well if he really wants to connect with me. I'll just take 2 more minutes, and then after that, I'll just close the session. Absolutely, it is. So we are currently trying to increase these sessions, and I really want everyone to be part of these sessions. If someone really wants to help us, he's also more than welcome to do that. Please connect with me, and if you guys can come, of course. All right. Okay. Right, Rizwan, my name is Saqib Iqbal, and uh, I'm the owner and partner of SC Consultants, which is a practice firm in Dubai, an audit firm in Dubai, and I'm the regional director for IFA in UAE. All right, guys. So there's no question for me, and I'm going to close this session. Please stay safe, and there is Ramadan. Ramadan is, of course, around the corner, and I wish you Ramadan Kareem, Ramadan Mubarak in advance, and I hope that you guys will enjoy the whole month of holy month of blessings will be there for you guys. Thank you so much one more time, and take care and enjoy your weekend. Thank you.